welcome everyone. Nice that you are joining my practice. I got many requests just to get a nice and easy practice, maybe with some flow, so I decided to get a nice twisting practice, focusing on the twists just to detox a little bit. Maybe you do some binds, so if you think you might use a strap, maybe to get into binds, if that doesn't work for you that easily yet, then just grab it. Maybe you use your blocks and then just come into a comfortable seated position. See if you can start with your eyes closed. And then start listening to your own body. Feel all the inner sensations. If you like to, you scan your body all the way from your toes to your fingertips, to the crown of your head, just to experience what's happening inside. Observe your natural breath. Just feel if you're breathing deep in and out through your nose. Or maybe you just breathe a little bit faster and your breath is a little bit higher. Doesn't matter, just feel it. Start to be aware of it. Sitting bones are rooted down. You lengthen your spine all the way from the floor or from your block to the crown of your head. Just feel the length. Stretching out your side body, having all your vertebrae stacked on top of each other. You can start to deepen your breath. Make every in and exhalation a little bit longer, a little bit more intense. Just letting the air just slowly come in through both nostrils, sliding down at the back of your throat. And then fill up your lungs. Let the air spread out all the way into your lower belly. Exhale, you feel the air going out. Empty everything completely. Maybe you just wait for a moment at the end of your exhalation till the next cycle of breath starts automatically. Maybe you can slightly contract the back of your throat, creating a soft sound, activating your Ujjayi breath. And just feel all the space on every inhalation really growing. On every exhale, just release and let go of whatever you don't need anymore. Staying here for a few more breaths. And try to stay connected with this deep breath during your whole practice. The moment you lose your breath, you're going too far or you do too much. Just make sure you keep it nice and calm, being aware of everything you're doing. And just slowly start to open up your eyes. Maybe you cross your legs the other way around if you're into a cross-legged position. And then from here you can slowly start to make some circles with your head. Try to keep your shoulders relaxing down away from your ears. Just do it slowly with control so you can feel whatever is happening. Maybe you just wait for a moment at the spot where you feel some more tightness. If you like to, you can reverse the circle. Then you make your circles a little bit smaller until you are back into the center. And when you're all the way back, just slowly bring your arms all the way to the sides and up to the ceiling. You can interlace your fingers, stretch yourself all the way out. Maybe you move a little bit from side to side. And then come back to the center, twist all the way to one side. Bring your hand on top or over your leg. Maybe you look over your back shoulder. Try to keep your spine long. Don't round or arch, just keep everything stacked on top of each other. Staying here for one more deep inhale. Then keep your hand onto your knee. See if you can bring the other hand all the way to the other side and then round your back. Really widen your upper back, your shoulders. Maybe even your lower back. And come back to the center. Extending your arms all the way back up. Stretch yourself out from here. Maybe you pull your arms a little bit back this time. If you like to, you can always move from side to side too. And then twist all the way to the other side. Really focusing on lengthening. Really spinning up all the way from your sitting bones to the crown of your head. Rising out of your own hips. One more inhale here. Then you circle your back hand all the way to that other leg. Really coiling in, chin to your chest, around your back. Drag your shoulder blades away from each other. And slowly come back to the center, extending your arms up one more time. And then bring them in front of you. Slowly remove your block if you're sitting onto it. Just walk your hands all the way forward. If you like to, you come high into your fingertips, drag your chest forward so you find some more length into the sides. And then come down. Relax your head, your shoulders, and take a moment to see if you'd like to set an intention for your practice. Start to lift your heart back up. If you like to, you walk your hands all the way forward, roll over your knees, and then come onto hands and knees. Just making some circles up here. Maybe see if you can decide your own options during this practice, making it your own journey. Maybe you keep it really nice and easy. There are options to do some more advanced things, but you really don't have to do that. center. If you like to, you bring your knees a little bit to the sides. You can bring your big toes together and then bring your right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Try to lengthen through that right finger, spread your shoulder blades. And then bring your right arm underneath your left. Bring your right shoulder onto the floor. You can lengthen your left arm all the way over your head. Maybe you can spin your heart underneath that left arm up to the sky. Keep pressing both sitting bones up. Only if you like to, you bring that left arm behind your back. Maybe you can catch your right thigh so you can open that left shoulder in another way. It's not better in one option than the other. Just make sure you listen to your body. You pick whatever is good for you today. One more deep breath wherever you are. If you have your hand behind you, slowly bring it back in front of you. Otherwise, bring your hand also in front of your face. And then you can drag that right arm all the way back. Maybe you lengthen it up one more time. And then bring it back down to the floor. And then we go for the other side. Left arm rises. Just give yourself a nice stretch. Maybe you feel it in your spine. And then bring your left arm underneath your right arm. Bring your shoulder down, your cheek. Come back into your own variation. If you do it slowly, step by step, taking a few breaths, and see if you want to adjust your pose. Try to keep pressing both sitting bones back and up. Keep your spine long. One more in and exhale here. And then slowly bring your hand back in front of your face. Gently press yourself all the way back up, extending the left arm out. And bring it back down to the floor. Hands back under your shoulders. Knees back under your hips. And then tuck your toes under. Sitting bones to your heels. And slowly start to rise into your first downward dog. Take a moment here, walking your dog, bending your knees one by one. Maybe move your hips a little bit. I like to swing my heels from side to side so you stretch out your side body completely. Come to stillness in down dog. Just see if you can take a moment here. Feel that you press your hands deep into the earth, lengthening through your arms, through your side body. Keep your upper arms rotating away from your ears. Keep some space for your neck. Keep your neck nice and long. The crown of your head reaches to the spot in between your hands. Navel pulls in. One more deep breath here. Then slowly start to walk your feet forward. Small steps until you're all the way to the front of your mat. Taking a moment here, fold your upper body over your thighs, bend your knees as much as you need to. Maybe you can grab your ankles, your heels. Maybe you like to wrap your arms around your own knees. Hug them all the way around and let your head hang down. If you have the space, slide your arms a little bit more down. You feel that you keep your weight into the center of your feet. Soft knees. Don't hang into the back of your thighs and round your spine. Try to fold from your hips. One more deep in an exhalation. And then release your arms, gently roll up, all the way up into a standing position. And when you're there, bring your big toes together. Maybe you circle your shoulders up and away from your ears a few times. then bring your hands in front of your heart center. Deep inhalation, extend your arms all the way up. And on your exhalation, open your heart, drag your elbows down, shoulder blades down. Deep inhale, rise back up. And on your exhalation, slowly fold forward over your thighs, align your fingers with your toes. Deep inhale, half lift, flat back. And exhale, step your feet into high plank. Taking a moment here, maybe you'd like to shift your weight a little bit forward and backwards. Really feel that you start to connect with all the muscles around your core, into your shoulders, strong line of energy through your whole body. And then gently bring your knees down, come all the way down onto your belly, shoulders to the back. Lift your heart up, easy baby cobra. Open up the front and come back down. 2 more times. Deep inhale, rise up. Just peel your navel off the floor. Open your chest and slowly come back. Last time. Deep inhale, lifting. And exhale, lower. And tuck your toes under. Sitting bones back to your heels. Come all the way back into down dog. Taking a few deep in and exhalations. You can always breathe out through your mouth. And look in between your hands. Soften your knees. See if you can take one big step forward. Half lift on your inhale. And exhale, bow all the way down. Deep inhale, rise up. Hands back in front of your heart center. Deep inhale, rise all the way back up. Maybe you gaze up to your thumbs. And then from here, press down through your feet. Lift your heart up. Rise all the way up. And exhale, fold down over your thighs. Half lift on your inhalation. And exhale, step your feet back into high plank. Shift your weight a little bit forward. Maybe you come down, knees, chin and chest. Maybe you practice your chaturanga dandasana. Don't go deeper than your elbows. From there, roll over your toes, cobra. Maybe up dog. And come back into downward facing dog. Deep in and exhalations here. Make sure you're not letting your mind wander off. Keep the focus to your breath, your body. Try to connect them together. And then from here you lengthen your right leg all the way up. Maybe you spread the toes of that right foot. Nice yogi toes. Extend through your leg. Keep your hips parallel. Maybe you look to your own hips. See if your leg is in one line with your hips all the way to the back. Taking one more deep breath here. And then pull your right knee all the way to your nose, high onto your left toes. Deep inhale, extend back up, stretch it out. And slowly drag your knee back in. One more time, lengthen all the way up. And slowly pull your knee forward. Look in between your hands. Now with softness, step your foot all the way down. And then from here, shift your weight a little bit to the front and to the back. Open up that left hip flexors. And then bring your left knee down to the floor. Left foot comes onto the floor. Slowly bring your arms all the way up. And then from here you come to the back, onto your left leg, onto your left knee, and slowly melt back forward. Deep inhale, rise up, pull yourself up through the center of your body, and come back to the front. Last time, rise up, and come all the way forward. And then you come back onto that left knee. your knee into the floor. Just bring your right arm down. Extend through the left side and stretch out your side body. Press that left knee into the floor. Feel the length all the way to your left fingertips. Maybe look down. Maybe you like to look up. Make sure you keep your neck in one line with the rest of your spine. Staying here for one more deep inhale. And rise all the way up with your right arm. And then from here you come back to the front. Slowly lift your heart up, open your chest. And bring your hands down to the floor. Tuck your left toes under. Extend your left leg out. Squeeze your inner thighs back together. Feel the strength through the center of your body. Left hand is close to your right foot. Open your right arm up to the ceiling. Maybe you make some circles here. Just to open up that shoulder. If you don't like to do that, you just stay with your arm in one long line. And then bring your hand all the way down, gently stepping back into high plank. And then choose your own options through your vinyasa, low plank, or knees, chin and chest down. Maybe you do your chaturanga twice or 3 times. And then come back to down dog. Maybe you make it way easier. Come back to your breath here. One more deep in an exhalation. And then bring your left leg up. Just hold it here. Make sure you don't lose the connection with the center. Squeeze your inner legs towards each other. Navel in, ribs in. Just extend that left leg back and away. Keep your arms really long. You can always keep that standing leg bent a little bit. Your heel doesn't need to be on the floor. One more deep breath. And then bring your knee to your nose, coiling in. Deep inhale, rise back up, extend out. And knee back to your nose. One more time, lengthen up. And squeeze that knee to your chest. Softly step your foot forward. Take a moment, bringing your weight to the front and to the back. Try to keep that right leg long. Just feel that you lengthen the front of that right leg, your right hip. And then you have a little bit more space to bring that knee down. Lengthen your arms all the way up from here. Coming onto your right knee. And gently melt forward. Deep inhale, pull up. And slowly release. Last time, lengthening up. And slowly coming to the front. And then from here you come back onto your right leg. Bring your left arm down. Try to lengthen first through the right side. Don't collapse into your left side. Lengthen up and over. See if you can breathe deeply. Push that right knee into the floor. Lengthen through your right thigh, your right hip, the side body, your rib cage, your armpit, your arm, all the way to your fingertips. Keep your face relaxed. One more deep breath. And then come back with that left arm. Slowly coming all the way forward. And then lift your heart up. Bring your hands all the way down. Tuck your right toes under. Extend your right leg out. Right hand close to your left foot. Keep your left thigh, your upper body together. Left arm rises. Push your right heel away. Maybe you make some circles up here. Feel the opening of your shoulders, your upper back. Maybe you follow your fingers with your eyes. And when you're ready, you bring your hand back back down to the floor, step back into your high plank, and slowly go through your own vinyasa. Back to your breath. One more breath here. And look in between your hands, soften your knees, and step, or maybe you like to hop to the front. Half lift on your inhale, and exhale, bow down. Now bend your knees nice and deep, big toes are together. Maybe you tap the floor with your fingertips, and then bring your arms all the way forward and up. See if you can lengthen through that side body. Try not to shift your weight too much to the front. Really try to bring your weight into your heels. Maybe you lift all your toes off the floor. Feel your thighs squeezing together. Staying here for one more deep inhale. On your exhalation, bend all the way forward. Half lift on your inhalation. On your exhale, step, or maybe you hop back. Low plank, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And back in down dog. And then just place your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Walk your hands 10 centimeters closer to your feet. And then bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg. Try to keep pushing your sitting bones back and up. Maybe you drag your head underneath your left arm. Gazing up into the sky. Keep pressing both sitting bones up to the ceiling. One more deep breath here. And then change sides. Right hand comes back. Left hand to the outside of your right leg. And pull yourself underneath your arm. Look underneath your arm up to the sky if you can. Keep pressing your right hand deep into the floor. Keep lengthening through that arm, your shoulder. One more deep breath here. And then bring your left hand back down. Feet back together. Hands a little bit to the front. And then bring your right leg up. Now open your right hip on top of your left for a moment. A nice opening of your hip. See if you can keep your arms long. You can always look underneath your left arm to see your right foot. One more deep breath here. And then on your inhale, extend your leg back up. Slowly bring your knee all the way to your chest. And with softness, step your foot all the way forward. And then from here, you bring your left heel down, rise all the way up into first warrior. Take a moment to deepen your pose. You root the outside of your left foot down into the floor. Drag your right hip back. Shoulders aligned as much as you can. Maybe you bring the palms of your hands together for a moment. Look up to your thumbs. Taking one more deep inhale. Then bring your arms all the way behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Stretch your arms out. Open your chest. And slowly bend forward into humble warrior. Don't let your right hip stick to the side. Keep them squared. You can look to your own hips. Pull your right thigh bone back a little bit. It's fine if you just bend over that right leg. If you go all the way at the inside of your right leg, just bring your knee to the outside so you have enough space for your shoulders. One more deep in and exhale. And rise all the way back up. Back into your first warrior. Then slowly bring your hands in front of your heart. Now shift your weight onto your right leg. Bring your left knee up. If you like to, you bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand maybe onto your heart first. Maybe you can catch the outside of your foot and extend your leg out. And see if you can twist towards your left leg. Pull that left arm to the back. Maybe keep looking to the front, maybe to the side, maybe all the way over to your left hand. Keep lengthening through both sides of your upper body. One more deep breath here. And then slowly look forward. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And then bend your left leg if it's stretched out. Slowly see if you can bring your leg all the way to the back. Coming into third warrior. Keeping your hips aligned, so let that left hip melt down a little bit. Pull your navel to your lower back. Staying here for one more deep in and exhalation. And then bend your standing leg. Take a big step back with your left foot. And then from here you lengthen both legs. Make sure your feet don't cross each other. Maybe your left toes are a little bit to the outside. Square your hips with the front. And then from here, hands onto your hips. Come halfway forward. Maybe you want to bring your hands onto your blocks. Maybe you bring them under your shoulders onto the floor. And then drag your right hip back a little bit. Deep inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, bow down. 2 more times, lift your heart up. And exhale, slowly lower. First your belly, then your chest, and then your head. Last time, light lengthening up. And weighting all the way down. And stay there for a moment. A few deep in and exhalations. You can always bring your arms into another position, maybe to the front, extending out, maybe to the back, grabbing your back leg. Do whatever feels good. One more deep in and exhale. Bring your hands back under your shoulders from here, and then lift your heart halfway up. Now see if you can bring your left hand on top or at the outside of your right foot. If it's not possible, keep it at the inside, maybe onto your block too. Bring your right hand onto your lower back first. Spin that right shoulder on top of your left. And maybe you extend your right arm all the way out. Try to keep pulling your inner thighs together. One more deep inhalation here. And then bring your right hand all the way back down to the floor. Hands at each side of your right foot. And then from here, you can slowly start to shift your weight forward onto your left leg. Nice. Now bring your left hand underneath onto your right leg. Bring your hand underneath your chest bone. Keep that left leg really active. Inner thighs are pulling together. Maybe you can spin your right arm up to the ceiling. Try to keep pulling to the center line. Stay here for one more deep inhale. Maybe you like to look down, bend your left leg. Maybe you can catch your foot for a moment. Press it up into the sky, give yourself a nice stretch. And then slowly bring your right hand down. Big step back with your left foot. And then bring your left knee down to the floor. Arms rise all the way up. And then bring your hands in front of your heart center. I just turn around for a moment so you can see it better. Now just turn towards your right leg. See if you can bring your left elbow over your right thigh. Push your right hand into your left. Look over that right shoulder. Maybe you tuck that left toes under. Extend your left leg out. If you have the space, you can extend your arms. Or maybe you bring your arms around, you come into a bind. That's kind of an advanced bind, but just see what works for you. Just taking one more breath. And then slowly bring your hands down, step back into high plank. And go through your vinyasa from here. Back into down dog. Few exhalations. Just feel how you're doing. Maybe you feel that you need to back off a little. You can always skip a pose. Choose the easy version. One more deep breath here. And then bring your feet together. Left leg rises. Open your left hip on top of your right. Bend your knee. Keep extending through that arms. Really like you're shifting your weight all the way to the back. Keep dragging your shoulders away from your ears. One more in an exhalation. And then bring your leg back up. Slowly pull your knee to your chest. And softly step it forward. Right heel roots down. Lift all the way up into first warrior. First find the length. Really feel that you press through the outside of your right foot. Drag that right hip forward a little bit, left hip back. Sink deeper into your hips. Maybe look up to your thumbs. One more deep in an exhalation. And then slowly open up your arms, interlace your fingers. Stretch your arms away from your upper body. Open your chest and come into your humble warrior. Feel that you pull that left hip back a little bit. Keep pressing your right foot down. Drag that navel in. Nice shoulder stretch. And from here, you rise all the way back up. Slowly bringing your hands in front of your heart. And then come onto your left foot, right leg rises. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, right hand on your chest. Maybe you grab the outside of your foot and extend your leg all the way out if you want to. And then you twist your upper body towards that right thigh. Maybe you open your arm. You try to stay aware of the fact that you're lengthening all the way up through the crown of your head. Spinning that whole spine all the way up to the sky. One more deep in an exhalation here. And then gently bring your upper body back forward. Hands in front of your heart. Bend your leg if your leg was straight. And then lengthen it all the way to the back. Taking a moment into your third warrior. Maybe you like to add your arms. I forgot at the other side. One more deep breath here. And then slowly take a step back. Make sure your step is not too big. Both feet are down onto the floor. Hips are squared. And then from here, hands onto your hips. Come halfway forward. Align your hips a little bit more. Bring your hands on the floor, onto your blocks. And then just lift up. And wave down. Use your breath. Inhale, rising. And exhale, lower. Last time, lift up. And exhale, bow forward. And take a moment up there. Maybe you bring your arms back into any variation you like. When you have your arms to the front or to the back, bring them back next to your foot. Lift your heart back up. And then from here, you make your step even smaller if you want to. Bring your right hand maybe on top or at the outside of your left foot. Left hand onto your lower back. Really feel that you square your hips. And then look over that left shoulder up to the sky. And maybe you lengthen that left arm up. Slowly taking 2 more deep breaths. Stay aware of the engagement of your inner legs. And then bring your left hand all the way down to the floor. Right hand comes at the other side. And then shift your weight back forward onto that left foot. Right hand comes underneath your chest. Try to keep that right leg long. Pull your navel in. And maybe you can lengthen the left arm up. Try to keep pressing your left foot down. Try to extend through that left fingers. One more deep breath. If you like to, you look down, you bend your right leg. Maybe you can catch your foot for a moment. Push it up. Nice stretch here. And then gently bring your head down. Step your foot all the way to the back. And then bring your right knee down to the floor. Come up onto your right knee. And then from here you can bring your hands in front of your heart. Twist towards your left leg. Drag that elbow over your thigh. Push your left hand into your right. So your hands maybe come all the way to your chest bone, through the center. Maybe you tuck your right toes under, you extend your right leg out. Maybe this is more than enough. Maybe you add your arms in any way you like to. Just make sure you still breathe. One more deep in an exhalation, wherever you are. And then release your hands. Slowly step back into high plank. And then make your way to your vinyasa. Back in down dog. Deep in an exhalation here. And extend your right leg all the way up. Slowly drag that knee to your chest. And step all the way forward. Left heel roots down, come up into warrior two. Try to sink a little bit into your hips. So you can bring your left arm behind your back. Maybe you grab your own arm so you can pull it a little bit closer. Push your left hand into your right thigh. And extend your right arm all the way up and over. Keep pressing that left hand into your right leg. Don't let your left thigh pop forward. And come all the way up. Now extend your right leg out. Maybe walk your left foot in a little. Stay into your bind. Extend your right arm all the way forward. See if you can look over that left shoulder and really keep using that left hand. Pull your left shoulder up. Maybe you bring your right hand in front of your ankle. So you can even twist deeper. Drag your heart up. Keep lengthening to the crown of your head. And then take one more deep breath here. Slowly look down to the floor. Bend your standing leg. Now bring your right hand in front of your right foot. 30, maybe 40 centimeters. And then shift your weight onto your right leg. Still into your bind. Try to spin that left shoulder up a little bit more. Into a bind, into your Ardha Chandrasana. Keep lengthening. Staying here for one more deep breath. And then look down to the floor, bend your standing leg. And take a big step back with your right foot. Now lengthen your right leg out. Bring your arms to the sides, turn your right toes to the front, to the long side of your mat. Hands on your hips, toes a little bit inwards, and then come halfway forward. Try not to go too deep. Bring your hands onto your fingertips underneath your chest. And then from here you follow your right arm with your left. Stack your shoulder on top of the other. And lift your arm up. Try to keep lengthening from one hand to the other. Maybe you like to bring your arm behind your back here as well. Catch your right thigh again. And open up even more. One more deep in and exhalation. And from here, extend your arm back up. If you were in your bind, bring your hand back. And then bring your hands all the way back onto your hips. Slowly rise up with a long spine. And then from here, you turn your right toes back to the front. Come back into second warrior. Now bring your right arm forward. Slowly bring your hand at the inside or at the outside of your foot. Extend your left arm over your head. If this is too much, you can always bring your elbow on top of your thigh. Maybe you circle that left arm behind you. Grab your right arm around, come into your bind here to try to keep pulling yourself away from the right leg. Keep pushing your left foot down. Look over that left shoulder. Keep pressing your right arm into your right leg. One more deep in an exhalation. And then slowly release your arm. Bring your left hand all the way back down. And then step your right foot next to your left. Slowly go through your vinyasa from here. Back in downward dog. Deep breath here. And then we go for the other side. Left leg rises. Slowly pull your knee to your chest. And step your foot all the way forward. Open up into warrior two. And then bring your right arm behind your back. Grab your hand if you need to. Really make sure you can really root it into that left thigh. And then from here, you bring your left arm forward, up and over. Keep pushing your right foot deep into the floor. One more deep inhale. And come back up. Extending your left leg. Walk your right foot in a little if you want to. Then bring that left arm forward. Push your own left sitting bone in the direction of your right foot. Lengthen through that side body. Maybe you look over your right shoulder. If you like to, you bring your hand down. Really keep spinning your right shoulder on top of your left. Hips are stacked on top of each other. Maybe imagine that you have your whole back against the wall, including your head. Nothing sticks out. Then you look down to your left foot. Slowly bend your left knee. Maybe you make your step a little bit smaller. Stay into your bind. Bring your hands in front of your left foot. And then shift your weight all the way onto that left leg. Keep lengthening through the toes of your right foot to the crown of your head. Maybe you look over your right shoulder up to the ceiling. Try to keep your weight a little bit reaching forward. It makes it easier to get into your pose. One more deep inhale. And then look down, bend your knee, and take a big step back. Releasing your arm. Turn your toes to the long side of your mat. And bring your hands on your hips. Toes a little bit inwards. Come halfway forward. Now see if you can bring both hands onto the floor. Slowly walk them to one side. Maybe you can grab the outside of your leg with the opposite hand. Pull yourself all the way to that thigh. If you like to, you extend that other arm up. Getting into a deep twist. Maybe you even like to bind here as well. One more deep in and exhale. And then come all the way back to the center, to the other side. Find back your own variation. Pull yourself towards that leg. Maybe you bring that other arm up. Maybe you come back into your bind. Just feel what it does for your body. What is the best option for you today? And then slowly bringing your arm back. Coming back to the center. Hands back on your hips and rise up. Long spine. Left toes back to the front. Come back into warrior two. Maybe make your step a little bit bigger. Nice deep warrior. And then bring your left arm forward at the inside or at the outside of your leg. Lengthen that right arm up and over. Spin your heart underneath your arm. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bring that right arm behind you. Left arm around your leg. Maybe you grab your fingers, or you can grab your right wrist with your left hand. Keep pushing your right foot deep into the floor. Spin that right shoulder open. Keep pulling your upper body away from your left leg. One more deep breath here. And then release your arms. Circle your right hand down. Left hand at the other side and step back into high plank. Slowly go through your vinyasa. Back into downward dog. And take a deep breath here. Look in between your hands. And step or hop into a seated position. Nice. Now from here you can see if it's possible for you to bring your right foot to the back. Left foot comes at the inside of your right leg. Keep both sitting bones down onto the floor. Maybe you want to sit onto a block. If it's possible, you can bring your left foot into a half lotus. And then from here, you twist all the way towards your left leg. Keep your sitting bones down. Try not to shift all the way to the front. Keep lengthening up. If you're in half lotus, maybe you can wrap your left arm around and catch your foot. Keep lengthening. Slowly taking one more breath. And then come back to the center. Releasing your left leg if you were into half lotus. Shift your weight a little bit to the left and then bring your right leg forward. See if you can bring your left leg all the way to the side. And then see if you can bring your right leg to the other side. Coming into your cow face pose, Gomukhasana. If you sit onto your block, try to let your knees melt on top of each other. If you want to, you can use your strap. You can lengthen your left arm up. Bring your hand in between your shoulder blade. Maybe you pull that left arm a little bit to the back. And then you can bring your right arm behind your back. Maybe you catch your fingers. Maybe you need to use your strap. It's fine if you just don't catch anything. You keep pulling that left elbow up. Giving your heart a nice opening here. Maybe you let your head just melt into that left arm. Taking a few deep breaths here. I know that some people really hate this pose, but just breathe. It's just a couple of seconds, a few deep in and exhalations, and then you're out of it already. You breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then release your arms, bring them to the sides. Spin them forward and backwards just a few times. And then really gently start to bring your hands behind you. Shift your weight to the back a little bit. See if you can bring your right foot onto the floor. If this is not comfortable for you, you can bring your left leg forward. Otherwise, just stay here. Bring your left arm around your right thigh. Pull yourself really close to that right leg. You can bring your right arm up and over to the back. Maybe you bring your arm over your knee, your hands together. Maybe you even like to come into a bind up here. Try to give yourself a nice twist. If you are into a bind only, you can look to the front, press your sitting bones into the floor, stay exactly as you are, but maybe you lengthen your right leg forward. Keep elongating out of the floor. One more deep breath. And then bring your foot back. Slowly release your hands. Turn all the way to the other side. Maybe you kiss the floor for a moment. Release that lower back. And come back up. Maybe you tuck your left toes under. You slowly turn all the way around. And then you end up in the opposite direction. Don't know if it works for everyone. Doesn't matter. Just bring your legs to the front. Slowly shake them out. And then we go for the other side. Bring your left foot back. Maybe you make some space for your calf. Bring your right foot at the inside of your left leg. Or maybe you come back into your half lotus. Just make sure you never hurt your knee. And then from here you can turn towards your right leg. Bring your left hand over your right leg. Maybe you look over your right shoulder. If you want to, you bring your right hand behind you, catch your right foot. Try to keep lengthening and lifting. Push both sitting bones into the earth. Taking one more breath here. And then you look forward. Release your hand. Gently release your right foot if you were in half lotus. Shift your weight a little bit to the side. Bring your left foot in front of you. Pull that left foot to the right side of your hip. Other leg to the other side. Make sure your hips are in the center. Knees are on top of each other. Maybe you sit onto your block. Lengthen your spine. It's fine if you stay here. Maybe you bring your right arm up and over. Pull it a little bit closer with your left hand. And maybe you circle that left hand all the way behind you, catching your fingers here or your strap. Try to soften everything. Your face relaxed. Almost at the end of the practice. Probably I don't have time anymore to guide you through your Shavasana. Make sure you end your practice nice and easy. Staying here into Gomukhasana just for one more deep breath. And then release your arms, bring them all the way to the sides. Maybe turn them forward and backwards a few times. And then you shift your weight to the back. Bring your left foot onto the floor. Maybe you pull that right leg a little bit closer, or you extend your right leg out. Hug your right arm around your left thigh. Pull it nice and close, elongate your spine. And then bring your left arm behind you. Come back into your variation. Maybe bring that elbow over, maybe your hands all the way together. Try to keep lengthening your spine, that's the most important. If you come back into your bind, go ahead. Only if you like to. You can go from your bind into this forward-looking pose. Pull your sitting bones down. Lengthen your left leg all the way to the front. Just for one more breath. And then bring your foot back down. Slowly release your bind. Turn all the way to the other side. And come back to the center. Lengthening your legs. Shake them out. And then from here you slowly start to come all the way down onto your back. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. Then coming to Shavasana. Thank you all very much for your practice. Hope to see you back soon again. Namaste.